I'm in love with this machine, man. It is simply the best. It is the best because it does exactly what I can't do when I squat, and what it's usually very, very difficult for me to replicate unless I warm up for a damn 80, 90 minutes. I cannot feel what I feel in a belt squat machine. This machine, I can only imagine, is what Tom Platz and every other guy who freaking squats upright feels when they squat. This is the thing, man. You don't know what you're missing out on because you don't know what it feels like to have that thing, right? So you don't know. But the first time I squatted, I probably squatted more upright than I am now. But as the time has gone on, as I've evolved as a lifter, as my tendencies to lean over went on and on and on, and by the time I learned that movement pattern wasn't the most effective way to go about things, I realized that my form has evolved into a movement pattern which is neglecting completely a certain muscle group, a certain movement pattern. And then you get into the belt squat machine, and the belt squat machine doesn't care about all the other stuff that I've strengthened. It literally just addresses my weakness, knee extension. I've said this story before, but I'll say it again, and it's on my mind a lot when I do the belt squat machine. My brother-in-law, or my wife's brother-in-law, he is 52 years old now? Fit guy, played sports all his life. In the last probably 20 years, I'd say, he's been like heavily into cycling. He's got a fancy bike. He goes with his mates and climbs freaking mountains here in Adelaide. Very, very fit. Even after a few years of kind of being inactive with it as compared to what he used to be back in the day. This was probably like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. He had like a stint where he didn't really ride all that often, like twice a week like he used to. We went on for a trail walk. It's called Mount Lofty here for the guys in South Australia in Adelaide. It's like a, 3-4K walk or something like that. And it's like fairly steep and it's very, very taxing in stages. And a lot of people have to stop because the incline is like ridiculous. It's like 20, 30 degrees in some points. Maybe not 30 degrees, but like very, very like steep. Even after having all that time off, he came onto this walk with us and he killed everyone. Like he was basically like almost laughing at us, like, what's wrong with you guys? We had a stint where we were going like quite often. And then one time I said to him, dude, you just go and I'll see you at the top, man. See what time you get. And he left me basically after, 15, 20 minutes of walking this thing. He left me. And he got a time of like 36 minutes, I think he got to get up there. And the best I ever got was like 47, 48 or something like that. And we made a habit of it. We were going for about a couple of weeks, once a week, something like that. But the point is that he's just an endurance guy. Like the bike taught him how to like breathe. The bike taught him how to, it taught him strong legs, essentially. Fast forward a few years, he comes over and we're messing around. We've got some event in my house, whatever, some birthday or whatever. And, I've got my bench with the leg extension attachment and, we're kind of messing around, drinking beers and whatever. He sits down and I think I had like 3 plates on the leg extension. And, I would, at that time I was doing leg extensions, whatever the phase was. And I was doing bilateral, so both legs in this leg extension and lifting it. And I would get, 15, 20 reps, 30 reps, something like whatever, it doesn't matter. The point was, as we were messing around, he just sat on this thing, as we were talking about a completely different topic, and he stuck one leg into it and he started repping out with his one leg. And I remember being taken by it. I was like, what the hell, man? Like, you're doing one leg, no warm-up. Like, he's in jeans, walking around. His quads were so strong, way stronger than me. He can't squat the way I squat. Like, we went to the gym several months ago and he can do like 80, 90 kilos squat. The guy's like 188 centimeters, 189 centimeters, something like that. Skinny guy, he's 88 kilos, 87 kilos, something like that. Maybe even 85. The point is that all this cycling that he's done has given him a certain musculature development right? So his quads are very, very strong. He's somebody that you would call a quad dominant guy. So much so that at 190 centimeters, he can squat down with shoes off, flat feet, squat down and just rest. Huge dorsiflexion, like unlimited dorsiflexion, all quads, very upright spine. That's him. So I'm like a mirror opposite to him. I'm like the posterior chain guy with no dorsiflexion, all back, erectors, glutes, anterior pelvic tilt, all that stuff. So when I do the belt squat machine, I feel like what he would feel when he squats, which is all quads, or mostly quads. So it's a very, very good feeling to have to get into a machine and be locked into a certain movement pattern that I usually do not access when I'm in a free barbell high bar squat. And this is why I love the freaking belt squat machine. It cuts all my deficiencies away and makes me hammer the weaknesses. That is a beautiful thing, and that's why this machine is freaking amazing. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.